what's up? It's GVKCollectibles and it's Mythical Mountain Monday today. So, well, yeah, of course it's Monday. And, you know, it was the auction the previous day, and, I mean, just jumping into it. Y'all know the spiel of Mythical Mountain Monday. I get stuff on the auction and usually have a fun time doing it. Really, really fun. A lot of cool stuff I thought I got today from the auction. I also want to say thank you for everybody who watched the My Bloody Valentine steel case review from Shout Factory. It was a really fun video to do. It was really, really cool. Probably one of my coolest video that I'm really proud of on a technical level, because I did a lot of cool things where I did that I don't normally do, like especially with Mythical Mountain, and it was very similar to the figure reviews, but like, once again, I think I really liked what I did with that video, so I am, yeah, I hoped you all enjoyed it. It was just a fun little thing for Valentine's Day, which, like, you know, I thought it would have been fun to do. So, but anyway, before we jump into Mythical Mountain stuff, I did get two things in the mail the other day, and I figured I'd just wait to show it off on the show. And I got two Blu-rays, Black Dynamite on Blu-ray. This is the basis for the Adult Swim show. Frickin' fun movie. It is a big tribute to blaxploitation films, and also like a spoof of them, because some of them can be ridiculous. But I also got Dolomite too with Rudy Ray Moore, and this is a fun movie too. Rudy Ray Moore is a frickin' hilarious comedian. Very raunchy for the time. But like, he is frickin' funny and hilarious. I love Dolomite. It's such a great movie. But but before we jump into the Mythical Mountain stuff, I did actually go there on Saturday, and I did get a few things. You'll see some of the comic stuff lumped in with the auction stuff, because it was going to be on the auction anyway, so it's kind of I got some stuff, a little stuff early. But I did get this because they did get a huge Funko Pop collection in, and actually went back today to get my stuff, and like about half of it was cleared, like a lot of it was cleared out, which was crazy to me. But the one that I got was Crow from Mystery Science Theater 3000. This is the Netflix, the one based off the Netflix show, but like, it's like how you would think Crow would be if he was able to walk around, if he wasn't a puppet, which is really, really good and well done. I think I love Mystery Science Theater 3000. It's probably one of my favorite shows. I mean, I remember I never watched it on TV when I was a kid, but I did grow up, the early days of YouTube, I did grow up, and I really, really loved watching it, like, before, like, YouTube became how it is now, where you could have uploaded anything on YouTube. So I'd watch, like, Godzilla vs. Godzilla vs. Megalon, and Godzilla vs. Sea Monster, the Mystery Science Theater 3000 version, and the Gorgo episode, which I really, really love. Like, a lot of the newer ones that I love is, I love Manos, the Hands of Fate. I love the riff of Final Justice, Mitchell. It's just, they're all fun. The Final Sacrifice with Zap Rousdower. So I really, really love this series. And I got a Tom Servo on the way, because I could not have this set without Tom Servo. Kind of sad they didn't do a Gypsy or a Cambot, which, you know, it's unfortunate, but, like, I think those two would have made really, really good, cool, unique pops. They would have been really hard to do as pops, though, especially Gypsy. But one of the other things I did get at the comic book store today was I got variant cover for Sonyaverse. I actually talked about, this is the other variant cover that they had, but I talked about it a little last week's Mythical Mountain Monday. Really fun story, really unique. It's very interesting, very different from what I thought it was going to be, which is, you know, that's always a good thing that you want. I just thought it was going to be Spider-Verse for Red Sonja, but there seems to be a little something going on, a little mixture of kind of like a contest to champions of who's the strongest Sonja, so that's very interesting. I really love it. They do, Dynamite always does a stellar job with their variant covers. Shout out to all their, like, amazing artists who do these awesome covers. So, that's pretty much it for some of the stuff that I did get from the show, not the show, from Mythical Mountain itself, but to the auction stuff. So the first thing that I got today was, this is really, really cool. It is Batman Black and White. Now, this is the original series. They actually just recently started up this series again, which is, it was like a fun, cool issue, different. It's really cool. it's essentially an anthology book. Oh my god, sorry guys. It's essentially an anthology book that ultimately takes different stories in, like, done by different writers and different artists, but they're all in black and white, which is really, really cool. And this is kind of like the Frank Miller homage cover, because it's very much like a Frank Miller-esque Batman, which looks really, really good before he, like, his art style really went down. Not to say, like, it's just keen to certain people, but this is really, really good. This is, like, kind of peak Dark Knight Returns, which looks awesome. I really love, like, Frank's early stuff, but it looks really, really cool, really well done, and it has the cool DC logo on the top, one of my favorite DC logos, I think. Yeah, it's pretty cool. So this next one, apparently this book is really, really undervalued, but it is Superman Man of Steel 18. This is the first appearance of Doomsday, aka the thing that would kill Superman. And this is like before the Doomsday that we all know. This is like he's just wearing a suit, which is very interesting. Apparently this book is really low valued, but there hasn't been really, like, even with the first appearance of Doomsday within Batman v Superman, it's like, that's kind of not the Doomsday that everybody thinks of, so it's not like the best version of Doomsday. But yeah, he's a very interesting character. He got a really, like, he is a, well, I wouldn't say interesting, he just, like, punches stuff. Like, he's not really a diabolical villain, but he's more like just a brute force, a force of nature, to say the least, which, like, could be really cool, really compelling. But it's really cool. He looks like a dork, though, in his, like, suit, though, I will say. This next one is pretty cool. It is What If, so it's part of the What If series by Marvel, what if the Punisher had killed Spider-Man? And this is actually a take on the first appearance of Punisher within The Amazing Spider-Man. It is a very kind of, like, 90s done version of the original cover, but, like, because, like, Frank is, like, really thick, and it looks very, very 90s. I think the Spider-Man, like, the dead, like, Peter Parker, dead Spider-Man, looks really, really good. It's just something about, like, he's just, like, Frank is just really, like, he's just wide. Like, he's a wide man in this, which, like, he usually normally isn't. So, it's very much keen to that art style, but, like, at the same time, it's a pretty cool recreation of the Amazing Spider-Man issue where he debuts, so. And this one is really, really cool. So, this is The Amazing Spider-Man number 50, Ashcam, I should say. God, I had a hard time thinking of what it is. So, I think I talked about Ashcams were essentially like little previews of what the publisher, like, of what it would be. I do have, the only other Ashcam I do have is the Ultimate Warrior comic, which I just got it because it's purely insane and crazy. But yeah, if you open this, it'll be all pages are black and white. This is kind of like a preview of what, like, so it's to say the least of what, like, this would have become, like, before this comes, like, an official full comic. So, and I think of where they can, like, make changes and to it. So it says not for resale, but people will resell these, like, not within the comic group. Like, I'm interested to see how people get their hands on Ashcams, but, like, very, very cool, very unique, pretty cool. It's a cool addition to the collection, my collection, I think. So this is weird. So this is so this book we got right here is X-Force number 1 from August of course it doesn't say the year, it made me look like a fool, but basically what it has in it has a free official Marvel superhero trading card enclosed with it, with this collector's edition. So, and apparently it is a Deadpool card that is going for ridiculous amounts of money right now. I don't know if I will sell it. I will probably have to open it to see what's inside it. So, but yeah, it looks pretty cool. Like, and it's X4, it's a Liefeld cover too. I have mixed feelings of Liefeld. I think some of this stuff, it has its moments and it's really, really cool, but then there's some stuff where it's just like kind of, ooh, that don't look right. Like his Captain America is an example of that, where it's just like, that don't look right. But yeah, pretty cool. I am probably actually going to crack it open. People may freak out, but I will crack it open to see the card within it. So, yeah. With that being said, the camera is going to cut out pretty shortly, so I will be right back and we can continue talking about comics real quick. Hey guys, I'm back. Sorry about that. Camera always likes to do that. So here we have a pretty cool, it is Spawn 206. It's just a pretty cool cover. I actually don't know who the artist is, but it's just really Spawn covers, really, they get me. It's weird, I don't read Spawn at all, but like the covers really get me. And I say it's like, I like Spawn, like I actually like Spawn. I have the Mortal Kombat figure, I have 2 Mortal Kombat figures, and I have like some art of him in my room, which is really cool, really well done, which I really love. But yeah, this is really cool. Really cool variant. Well, not variant. It's Simon Kurdanson. I will put the name of the artist because I'm probably mispronouncing it. I always want to give the artist who like the right pronunciation because I suck at English essentially. That's what I am. This next one is pretty cool. It is a part of it's Star Wars Vader Down, and this is the beginning of Marvel's very first Star Wars event, where basically Darth Vader crash lands on a planet surrounded by rebels. And you would think, oh, maybe the rebels got a chance. Nope, they don't, because it's Darth freaking Vader. And this is a really solid series. This is done by Jason Aaron. It is also kind of a continuation of the Karen Gillan run. It's written by Jason Aaron, who did that the first, like, I think, roughly the first volume. I don't know how many issues he went up to, but like he did a really solid job of the Star Wars books. I really love it. And I never had this book, so I'm really happy to have Vader Down. I need a few of the annuals to complete the series. I should honestly try to collect the other issues of Vader Down just so I can have the complete event, so I could have a complete kind of run. But yeah, it's pretty cool, pretty awesome, really solid Darth Vader. Like, all the Marvel Comics covers for Star Wars were fantastic. Oh, and it just dropped, of course, but it's okay. So, next one I got is pretty cool, too. It's actually a part of the actual Darth Vader run, but it is a variant cover with, it's the Empire variant with Luke Skywalker with his Besman fatigues, and you got R2 and you got Yoda right there, which looks really cool. And it's also, it's kind of hard to tell, but this is an exclusive to Books A Million, which is a kind of a store. I think they're like a Barnes & Noble store, but in my opinion, they're a lot cooler than Barnes & Noble, because they have NECA figures, they have like a lot of comics. It's like, they have a lot of collectibles too, which is really cool. It's a pretty cool store. There's one here in Jacksonville, like at the Orange Park Mall, which is like really fun. Fortunately, couldn't be able to go there just mainly because pandemic. It's not really wise to go out to like big places like the mall and stuff, but you know, they're usually not too busy. But yeah, this is a really cool variant. Really love it. And it's also, I think, also exclusive to Second and Charles too, which is another kind of store down here, which is really cool. Very similar. I think it may be like kind of an offshoot of Books A Million. So this next one is pretty cool. So this is stuff that I got. Oh, actually, you know what? We're gonna do this guy last. So this one's well, we're gonna do a few of the ones that I have last. But this one's pretty cool. It is Dark Horse Comics with the Predator cover, which is a really beautiful looking Predator cover. I really love the Dark Horse stuff. I'm trying to get my hands on most of the stuff that I can get. I'm very excited about Predator 5, or Predator Skull as it's getting called, where it's going to be set in a pre-colonialized America, and it's going to focus on a woman who is a Comanche, who's becoming a Comanche warrior, who's like not within the mold of a regular, like who's becoming a warrior, and they're going to fight the Predator, which sounds like an awesome premise. It like literally sounds like one of the best comics that Dark Horse never made. So I'm very excited. I hope it does really good. It has the same director as 10 Cloverfield Lane attached to it. I haven't seen 10 Cloverfield Lane, but like what everybody says about it, 10 Cloverfield Lane is awesome. So I'm very excited to see I'm very hopeful for this one. I feel like this is going to be a really, really solid movie. Not to say that I had a problem with the Shane Black ones. I actually liked it and I enjoyed it. I enjoyed it a hell of a lot more than Alien Covenant, I will say that. But, so this next one's really, really cool. So, this one is from Monster Comics, but it is not just any monster, it's your boy, King Frickin' Kong. So this is pretty cool. And this is just, I assume, this is actually just the first issue of the story of, I believe. It's kind of hard to tell because this particular comic doesn't have the issues. Oh, no, it's part 2. So this is technically the second part of the series. And it gets up all the way to the crew exploring the island. So this is like after when Ann Dawson is taken. I think it's Ann Dawson. It's Ann, I believe. Because I think Ann Dawson is the character in the remake, because they changed the names up a little bit. I'll put whoever, but basically when Fay Wray gets taken by Kong. But it goes through, like, you see the Stegosaurus, you see the carnivore brontosaurus for the longest time, because there's a similar brontosaurus that appears in the Lost World, the silent film, and I ultimately thought when that one crashed, like, it got into the water after rampaging through London, that brontosaurus was the same brontosaurus from the Lost World, that's what I thought, and it doesn't make any sense, but, like, it was just a cool little headcanon as a kid that I thought, like, oh, that brontosaurus is the same one, because I had watched them, like, back to back. I watched Lost World and King Kong. Still a solid film. Like, I think it is a beautiful film. Like, the stop motion animation is beautiful. A lot of the themes don't necessarily hold up to, well, there's some things that mainly the indigenous people on Skull Island don't really hold up as well comparative to now, like comparative to the Iwi and Skull Island. Like, I love the Iwi on like in the MonsterVerse. Are really, really cool versions of, like, the natives, and probably my favorite version of those particular, like, the native people of Skull Island. But yeah, pretty cool. And the next issue after this, it is the Spider Pit. So I think there's actually so I think it's a 4-issue miniseries. And I am actually going to try to hunt this down, too, because it is super cool, well done. It was done in the 80s, so... Oh, no, it's actually number 2 of 6, so there's 6 parts of this. That's really cool. So, yeah, you know what I'm going to be trying to hunt down now. So, this next one, so I will show it off. It is pretty cool. So, Jamie, the owner of Mythical Mountain, actually showed me this, and he knows I'm a big Godzilla guy. He's a big Godzilla guy too, but he showed me this. It's like a newspaper. So it is the Monster Times, and it's a newspaper from, like, 1975, which is really, really cool, and you get a lot of cool things. So it's like a traditional newspaper where you get to see, like, all these different things. Like, oh my god, this is so cool. So yeah, like, let me show. Oh, that is awesome. So yeah, so here we have a frickin' poster for King Kong vs. Godzilla, which is really, really cool to think of, just to have this now, because Godzilla vs. Kong coming out next month, at the end of next month, so this is really awesome to have. Like, really, really beautiful. And it's in great condition, too, from 1975. It looks really, really awesome. Like, here, let me show you some more, because you got Lon Chaney right there, Lon Chaney Jr. as the Wolfman, which looks awesome. Like, it looks so beautiful. Like, it's well done. Like, it's really, really in a great condition too, which is absolutely phenomenal. Then you got Ghidorah, the three-headed monster, which, like, is awesome. Like, that's the original poster for that film in particular. So it's like a newspaper. Oh my gosh, look at, like, I am not doing it justice. I think I'll have to get close-ups of this but it looks super cool. So this is, I think, from, then you got, like, the creature. Oh my god, that's so cool. Like, I'm not kind of, like, doing it justice. Then you got, like, the Godzilla from 1962. Really, really beautiful. Oh my god, that's so cool. Look at that. Hold on, I'm gonna back up in a minute. I'm gonna show it. Like, it may look a little blurry just because the camera might be not focused, but it is like kind of like a poster for destroy all monsters, which is really, really awesome. That's super cool. Oh my god. This is really, really cool. I'm glad. And he only sold this to me for like $3, which is phenomenal. Then you got Gamera. Then you got Planet of the Apes, the original. Oh, this is super, super cool. Then you got Rodan and Godzilla. Then you got all these things that you can get, like mail order stuff. God, it's this is super cool. Like, I love to see stuff like this survive. Like, let's see, I think I gotta flip it like that. Yeah, because I think this goes. Sorry, I'm just trying to figure this out real quick. But yeah, this is pretty cool. I'm really glad I have this. It's a really, really, like, awesome, something that I didn't even know about. Like, I didn't even know about this, which is crazy. So yeah, this is actually a pretty cool one. So then these next two, kind of keeping up with the theme, it is famous monster movies from Warren Magazine. They did a lot of these, so and they show off like special models, King Kong model cover, which looks really, really cool, really well done. And like, this is kind of like the stuff of where you were a fan of these, kind of, you were a fan of monster movies. This would be kind of your main source for like all the information, I think, back then. I really, really love these magazines. They actually NECA did an exclusive Kong figure to Walmart that's actually based off a cover of one of these, which is really, really good. And the last one, it is Famous Monsters of Filmland with Dr. Jekyll, Mr. Hyde, Mark of the Vampire Conclusion, The Thing, exciting climax, What's New in the Horrorwood, that's good, and The Graveyard Examiner. Just an like, and the covers for these are just absolutely phenomenal covers, which is really, really great. So yeah, I would say that's it for right about that, guys. The camera decided to cut off immediately right as I said the outro. But I just wanted to say, hey guys, thank you for watching the video. I hope you like it. Make sure to hit like, make sure to subscribe, hit the little bell notification so you get notified when we upload Mythical Mountain Mondays, we upload What's in the Box Wednesdays, figure reviews, and we do like fun little videos. I am actually going to probably start doing little fun videos, kind of like the My Bloody Valentine and even the Kong speculation, Godzilla vs. Kong speculation video. I really had a fun time doing those. Make sure to check us out on Mercari too. We have a lot of cool stuff on our respective Mercari shops. I think also check us out on Instagram. I'm at GVKCollectibles. I'm actually going to try to get as many close-ups of that monster movie, the Monsterland magazine, just because, like newspaper, just because it is super, super cool. Like, I didn't realize how cool it was until now. So, and you also get like Star Trek on the back, which is really, really cool. So yeah, with that being said,